Hi again, players and coaches. This whiteboard installment for our GBL workout, our summer workout, is for the heading of under ball handling. We have some bullet points here which we're going to explain to you about ball handling. The thing to remember when you're going to do this workout, when you're going to do workouts in the summertime, this is really a great opportunity for players to work on their opposite hand, really more than anything else. When you work on your opposite hand, it's something that you don't really normally do during the course of the basketball season. And coaches will do that in some drills they put together for practices, team practices in the wintertime. That's great. But you just don't get as many repetitions in as you do in the summertime when you can go out by yourself and spend literally hours working on your opposite hand. If you can do that during this period we're talking about, this sort of March, April, May through September period of opposite hand work with your ball handling, it's going to help you tremendously. You can do things like stationary drills. We have the king drills, the ball handling drills where you're stationary, where you're moving the ball around your head, around your back, around your legs, figure eight, where you're not moving your feet, you're just working on your right, left ball handling skills. Those are tremendous. Dynamic dribbling, now you're actually moving. So we're going to show you some videos where we have paint cans. You're going to be dribbling around obstacles. They can be whatever you want. They can be cones, they can be garbage cans, whatever you want to use. But dynamic dribbling will incorporate change of direction while you're moving, from right to left, left to right, behind the back, between the legs. Even younger players can do this and try to experiment with those kind of things just to get a feel for how this all works and how it's put together. Those things are great to do in the summertime as well. Explosion, what that means is when you decide to put the ball on the floor in a game, for example, you have to go somewhere on your dribble. In other words, you can't be standing up, you can't be dribbling, not protecting the ball. You want to do these things in the summertime when you work on explosion, where you're bent down, your legs are spread. When you decide to go somewhere on the dribble, right or left hand, you want to go somewhere with your dribble. You want to take big steps, keep the ball low, keep your body low, and explode either to the basket or explode away from a defender. These will really help you to simulate what you're going to encounter during the GBL season when you're actually playing against defense, whether it's travel or rec league. As you go up in levels and the defense gets tougher, you want to be able to use both hands effectively to be able to maneuver around the court, to get a shot off, to help your team win. As we said really just now, and really all these bullet points lead up to this last point right here, which is simulate game speed. We cannot say this enough. We'll be saying it throughout the videos that you see. When you simulate game speed, you are now working on your game. If you just go out and dribble around a little bit in the driveway and you say, hey, I just spent an hour or so just dribbling around, it was great, and you really haven't done all that much if you're not in a sweat or you haven't, you'll know, players will know when you've done something. When you come in a sweat and you say, hey, I really worked on my game, I did these drills, I did dribble around obstacles, you're probably simulating game speed. So players have to visualize themselves a lot of times, because when you're out in the driveway most of the time by yourself, you have to simulate, what am I going to do in a game? How am I going to react when I'm playing against a tough defender? How am I going to react against a double team? Things like this. When you visualize those things and you can put yourself in those situations, all these other things that you do, opposite hand, stationary, dynamic, exploding, when you simulate game speed, that really helps you become really a better player and better than a lot of your peers, because you're already playing the game every day when you practice. You do that 5 minutes a day, lead up to 15 minutes a day, maybe an hour a day. There's no limit to how good you can be.